Hello. Welcome back to the Lovely Home virtual course. I'm very excited to dive into our last module, which is module 4. Are you excited? I'm excited. Today's Bible verse is from 2 Thessalonians 3:16. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with you all. Let us remember to dedicate this all back to the Lord and to remember that He is the keeper of our days. He is the keeper of our time. He is the designer of time. And He is just so wonderful and lovely to give us this year. So let us go forth in peace, knowing that the Lord is with us all and the Lord has already established our days. Okay, so you're going to fill in the year, which is currently it's 2026. And now let's talk about this. Okay. From here on out, we've gone through a lot of knowledge. Or in the past, over this last course, we've talked about a lot. We've discussed your brain, how your brain works, the science to your brain. We've discussed your mindset, how important it is to be constantly building and protecting your temple, to have your core temple truths, your pillars. We've talked about habits and routines and how you can create lasting habits that work for you, that are grace-filled and free for a woman in the way that a woman's mind works. We talked about how having a place of peace is important to being able to pour into our identity. And we've discussed your home. We've talked about your home management system and how you can create a home management system that works for you and your body and your mind and your cycle and your love languages. So we've talked about a lot. There's also been a lot of spiritual tangents that have happened. So it's been a good course, I'd say. But we just need to remember that our walk is not going to get easier because now that we know all these things, we have to start doing them. And that's when it gets hard, right? So we have to remember that yes, pain will happen, but we will get stronger. There's a Bible verse that I love. Let me pull it up real fast because it talks about self-discipline and how it's not pleasant when you first start. Um, Sorry, I'm pulling it up. This is one of the Bible verses that I want to have memorized, but I just have not memorized it yet. Um, Not pleasant. Not. I know it's written by Paul. Hebrews, right? Hebrews 12:11. Okay. Hebrews 12:11 says, "No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it." It's in the Bible, in the book that this is quoted from, Hebrews 12. In that chapter, it's talking about discipline between a father and a son, and how a father will punish the son, and how that's what it's saying in response to. It's saying no discipline seems pleasant at the time. So it's talking about pleasant between like the parental discipline, but also it's important to remember that it's also talking about self-discipline and how whenever you grow up, whenever you're no longer under your parents' roof or being trained by your parents, you have to have self-discipline. So you have to be strong and you have to hold yourself accountable, and you have to provide discipline to yourself if you fail again and again. Consequences, right? Actions have consequences. So we have to remember that your walk will not get easier. It's going to be uncomfortable and it's going to take self-discipline and be a little painful. But that pain, that discipline, that hard work and dedication will make you stronger. You are capable of creating a life you love. You are capable of keeping a home that is grace-filled and focused on Christ. What we need to do is partner with God and remember that He will give you the strength. Our strength comes from the Lord. You have the choice to either let this journal and planner gather dust, or you can choose to use it every week for the next 6 months to help create peace in your mind, life, and home. If you choose to let this planner just sit, that's okay. If you take anything from this course, I want it to be that you are a forgiven child of God that can rest in grace and uh, walk in peace. And I want you to just know that you are lovely, and so is your home. I hope that you will take what we learned from this course and apply it to your life. But life is kind of crazy, and sometimes, like, personalities maybe not don't mesh. So don't feel like you have to do anything that we talked about, but know that your life will significantly change if you do. I think you're doing awesome right here and right now. If you are watching this video right now, you've already done better than a majority of the other people in the world because, I mean, who actually finishes a course? Let's be real. I have so many courses that I never finished. So I'm just proud of you to actually getting to this point and actually watching this video. But now the hard part begins. Now you have to keep going without the videos, and that's hard, but you can do this. And I'd love to offer accountability. So if you want to book a coaching call, every coaching call comes with 5 accountability calls. So if you book a Lovely Rhythms call, we'll go in depth more one-on-one where we will be able to personally connect with each other. But also, you're going to get 5 accountability calls. And by the time those 5 accountability calls are done, you will have already set lasting rhythms and routines for your life. And maybe well, for your season of life. I can't say for life because whoa. Um, but I just want you to also remember, yet not I, but through Christ in me. Yet not I, but through Christ in me. That is something every time I write affirmations at the bottom of my journal, I fill out the page of affirmations. And then at the very bottom, I always say, yet not I, but through Christ in me. Because I, yes, am able to experience this, but God is the giver and God is the designer. And it is because of Christ that I am able to feel this way. And it is because of Christ that I am able to know that I am lovely. And so is my home because of what he did for us. So, okay, now let's walk into your week. Every single week in the planner, there are a lot of things. Like, let's just go ahead and flip to a weekly, um, thing. Here's a week. We have our week over here. We have this handy dandy little thing here. And then we have this. Your week can be designed however you want it. This is how this one is. But in my previous planners, I have done, and I still do this every now and then, but I've done something more like this with markers. This is with time blocking. I'm trying to figure out if time blocking is actually something I like or not. I like how it makes my week look. So if you want to time block in here, you can do that. Or if you have rhythms, like your midday rhythm, you have your morning rhythm, your midday rhythm, your evening rhythm, your nighttime rhythm, then that is what you can time block into here. I have not done that yet this year. I'm still trying to decide if that's something I am going to be doing this year. But just know this planner is built in a way so that you can time block if you wish. Then, oh, also the week of, like up there where it says week of, I used to put the date, but now instead of putting the date, I write either an affirmation or I write something that I want to pledge the week to. So like I'll do week of tithing or week of feeling lovely or week of giving back. Like, so I'll do something like that. instead of the dates because I'll write the dates in next to the days, and that's where I'll write the dates. So I didn't really think it was necessary to do both. So that's just a fun little tidbit there. Then over here, we have a very fun page, your meal plan and shopping list page. I love this design. I think it's absolutely amazing and genius. And again, from God. So every single week, when you are weekly planning and you're writing out your schedule, you can look over and see at the same time your meal plan. So you can look, oh, okay, I have Bible study Wednesday night. Wednesday night will be something in the crock pot. Crock pot. So like you'll fill out your recipes along with planning your week. And then whenever you are doing your shopping list, because that's on the other side, this is your shopping list. When you're doing your shopping list, you're also looking at your brain dump, which is happening on the lovely to-dos page. And then you can see, oh, I need to get a birthday gift. Oh, that goes on the shopping list. So then you're able to look at your lovely to-dos and your shopping list all at the same time. You're also able to see your week and your shopping list all at the same time. So if something jumps out to you from the week, then you can remember to put it on the shopping list. I just love how all of this flows very nice together and you can see all of it at once. Also, in the planner, this meal plan page is perforated. So if you are wanting to, you can tear out your meal plan page and you can take it to the grocery store. That way you're not lugging around a giant planner with you to the grocery store. You can just pull out this tiny little piece of paper and then take that to the grocery store. And now you can see your week and your lovely home page. Sorry. You can see your week and you can see your lovely to-dos page all at the same time and not have the middle page there. I personally like to keep the middle page there, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. So the lovely to-dos page. I originally had it say brain dump because I wanted it to be a giant paper, well, not giant, but like a good sized paper to be dedicated to writing anything you wanted to write about for the week. But then whenever we were designing it, we realized that whenever we had the meal plan page there, all you would see was the word dump. And we thought that wasn't very lovely. For a lovely home planner, you probably shouldn't just have dump right on the paper. And that be what you see the majority of the time. So we changed it to lovely to-dos. You can write your brain dump. You can create a habit tracker. You can write out your scripture of the week. You can take an affirmation card. You can do your weekly to-do list. You can write out your love language chore list over here in your planner if you want to. Or you can write out your phase of the month so you can know what phase to be focusing on and the chores you should be focusing on for that phase of your month. I have also done, I have done all sorts of things. So this is what a good, while ago, I used to doodle the heck out of this page and I had like my non-negotiables. I had my tracker. This is my brain dump. I would color coordinate it so that I knew like what went where. So this was like for my church, for my business, for my personal life, and then I did my chores list right here. So, I mean, you can make this page look however you want. There is so much freedom in this. Don't feel like it just has to be a to-do list, or don't think it just has to be a brain dump list. It can be anything you want. Then on the next page, you have this awesome thing here, and these are journaling prompts. So this is your in a book accountability partner. These journaling prompts were 100% written by me. I'm very proud to say that there was no ChatGPT used in the making of this planner because ChatGPT wasn't really a thing yet. And the AI things that were out, I just was like, no, no. I want anyone that holds this planner in their hands to know that everything in it came from my mind and like God. Okay. So, but yes, the journaling prompts are going to be your built-in accountability partner because all of the questions are focused on your mind, your mental health, your mental like capacity and how you're doing in life, so your habits, your rhythms, your routines, or your home. One of them, I think it's the bottom question. No, the top question is always home related, and the bottom question interchanges between mind and life. So those are your journaling prompts. They're amazing. They're really going to help you get to know your brain better, get to know yourself better, get to know your home better, and they are the secret sauce to this planner. Whenever you are doing your weekly routine, you can take the time to answer the Googly questions. What? You can take the time to answer the journaling prompts like all at the same time, or you can do them separately, like once every couple days. But I wanted to make sure that there were journaling prompts in this planner because I wanted to create the habit of journaling. I always have wanted to create the habit of journaling, but I was always terrible at it, and journaling every day seemed like way too much. And instead of having 5 different books for everything, I just wanted it all in one book. And that's what this book is. So these journaling prompts are what is going to help you kind of stay on track and continue this journey of creating a lovely home, and creating a grace-filled home. So some of them are a little deeper than others. Like, I'll just read out a few of them, but also you have the planner, so you can just read it for yourself. But this one is, do I have a traumatic experience or negative memory that makes a certain task challenging to do? What is it? I mean, that's a loaded question. That's a deep question. It makes you think and it makes you try to recall things. And then the other one is, what can I pray to help relieve my shoulders of any stress, fear, or hardships I'm trying to carry alone? Can I reach out to a friend or family member that I love and trust to ask them to pray for me as well? So yeah, these questions are great. They're awesome. And there are also questions in here that are, what can I declutter this week? I want to say there's 4 questions that are like, what can I declutter this week? So that we're staying in the habit of decluttering on a somewhat regular basis. And then there's also a few questions in here that are, what can I knock off of the friendly cleaning reminders list? Remember to put the date of completion on the list. How do I feel it went? There's a few of those questions too, because I am someone that will completely forget to go back to the friendly cleaning reminders list. But with those questions being laced kind of throughout the whole planner, it's a constant reminder like, oh yeah, the friendly cleaning reminders list. What can I knock off from there? Oh wow, I haven't changed my fire alarm batteries in a while. So it's just things like that. Yeah, you can do them twice a week or once a week. And just know that if you are consistent, um, this is where the colors for your canvas are blended. So whenever you are painting your canvas of your home is your canvas and you are the artist and God is the artist and you are the paintbrush and your home is the canvas. When you are pouring into your canvas, answering these questions help you bring color to the canvas. If you don't answer the journaling prompts and you just kind of use this book as a planner, you probably won't see a whole lot of change. If you use the journaling prompts, you're going to see a lot of fruit come from those journaling prompts and from being more mindful about the questions that you're answering. I like to just read the questions at the beginning of the week, and then at the end of the week, whenever I'm going to plan for the next week, that's when I will answer the last week's journaling prompts. So at the beginning of the week, I'll read the questions, and then at the end of the week, I'll answer the questions. And I'm just super mindful about them all week long. The reason why my first planner ever was a 4.6 on that mental exercise that we did, the reason why it was a 4.6 was because I had I'd never done this before. The next one that I did was a solid 7. 6 months later, it was a solid 7. That's significantly higher than a 4.6. And it was all because I consistently did this and I consistently worked hard to pour into the planner. Now, again, the planner will not cause anything to change in your life. The planner on its own is capable of just sitting on a shelf. You, however, and what you choose to pour into the planner is what will change your life. So be encouraged, my friend. Then every single week, there's an extra notes page because so many times with other planners, I will wish I had an extra notes page, but I would have to flip to the back of the journal and then I'd forget that it existed, or I would run out and not have any more notes pages and I'd have to get a different notebook. This extra notes page is beautiful. I use it for meetings. I use it for church notes. I use it for budgeting. I use it for my self-affirmations. I use it for just like journaling little moments from my day or little quotes that I really like. And I also create like a fitness plan. Each and every week, this page can be used for something different. And it is just beautiful. It is beautiful having this extra notes page. And I hope you also enjoy it. Fun little housekeeping tips. No, that's not what it is. I don't remember what the saying is. I don't know. People say something that I can't remember. Um, is it housekeeping? I don't know. So this paper is super thick paper. It is super durable and it's bleed proof. So if you took a marker and you drew a marker on here, it's not going to bleed through on the other side. That it's super amazing, high quality paper. Also, the other thing too, this vegan leather is also very durable as well, and it's meant to be able to be wiped down. I wanted to make sure I made my planner out of a product that would be able to live in all seasons of life, and I wanted it to be able to be on messy countertops. I wanted it to be touched by sticky fingers. So that's this beautiful vegan leather. Something that is kind of funny. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. This is my first one ever. I have so many planners around. It's kind of insane. So this one you can like, can you see anything on the cover? There's like a little bit of a stain here. It was a giant grease stain, like a giant grease stain. Like when you open up the planner, you can see it. Actually, no, sunscreen. It was sunscreen that got all over this planner, and you can barely tell. Like you can kind of know, especially if you're looking for it. But if you were just looking at this like on a table, you wouldn't see it. Whereas I feel like most things, super oily things, stain really bad. But anyways, those were my housekeeping tips about the planner and just knowing like it's supposed to live through your season of life. It's meant to be your everything book and it's meant to be your best friend. Um, so yes, thank you so much for joining me on this ride. I hope you enjoyed this course. I hope you are excited to pour into your home, and I hope you're excited to start using your home management system, using your either your monthly cycle or your love languages. I want to know about it. I do. And I also want to talk to you more about it. So if you want to shoot us an email, you can always do that at allthingslovely shopallthingslovelyco@gmail.com, or you can always DM us on Instagram or Facebook too. Um, or if you want to book a coaching call, you can get some accountability calls. You get 5 accountability calls. That's a lot. That's a lot. And it's great. So you are wonderfully made. You are capable and you are lovely, and so is your home. Be sure to tune in to the Lovely Home Podcast. If you have not tuned into the Lovely Home Podcast yet, it's an amazing podcast that is just filled with so much chaos and grace. And every single episode, my goal is that you leave feeling empowered to pour into your life and to speak kindly to yourself, and also to just know that you are lovely and rest in God's grace and know that your home is lovely and you are lovely because of Him. All right. So yeah, book a one-on-one call to design your personal rhythm map if you want to, and home management system together. I'd love to do that with you. And be sure to check out the Lovely Home podcast. If you loved this course or if you love the podcast, I would love if you considered leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or any of your podcast streaming platforms that you're able to review on. That would absolutely make my day. If you have any feedback from this course, I would love to hear the feedback as well so I can know how to better it for you all. So if you could email us your feedback, that would be absolutely amazing. Again, our email is shopallthingslovelyco@gmail.com. All right. Lastly, I want to send you on your way with some beautiful, beautiful Bible verses. Ephesians 5:21. After all, no one ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for their body, just as Christ does the church, for we are members of his body. So, girl, don't hate on your body. Remember that we are supposed to love our body and care for our body, just like how Christ cares for us. Remember, love is patient, love is kind. Love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not arrogant or rude. It does not insult in any it on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Therefore, there is no other commandment greater than these. That's supposed to say Mark 12:30 through 31. But March, just over here adding books to the Bible. Oh, something sacrilegious about that. So yes, you are supposed to love yourself. You are supposed to love the person that God created you to be. And you are supposed to remember that he blessed you with this time on earth, and he has gifted you the amazing blessings in your life. I can't wait to serve God in heaven with you. That is so cool to think about. How even if you and I never get to talk in person or on a Zoom call or whatever, we will be able to talk all the time in heaven. And we'll get to glorify God all the time in heaven. And that is just a really beautiful thought. So thank you for being my sister in Christ. I hope you have an amazing day. And thank you so much for joining me for this journey on the Lovely Home course. I'll see you over on the podcast or on a coaching call. All right. I guess I'll end this. It's hard to end this once I'm at the end. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.